Shit, I almost hit the wrong button. Hello, hello. Hello, how are you, chat? How are you doing today? What is going on? How are you guys having? Is good day? Yes, no? It's almost done. The week's almost over. The week is almost over. It is Thursday. It is the day of the Thurs. Yes, yes, it is. Is day of Thurs. Thurs. I'm so tired. Oh, I need a nap. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just getting old, but I need a nap. I need a nap. 100%. 1000%. 3000%. Wait. Did I not? Wait, where's... Oh no! I did not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might not have opened my bot. Okay, we're fixing it now. We're fixing it now. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe. There it goes. Oh, I can't believe this has happened. Oh my goodness. So tired. Okay, now it's open. I feel like I don't know. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but I feel like I have like severe, what is it called? What is it called? Derangement? No. Not... It's the thing where you do things and then you feel like you're getting too much praise for it. Not overhyped. I don't know. It's like the thing... How do I explain it? You know what I mean? Like when you do something, imposter syndrome. I feel like an imposter at work lately because I keep doing things, but it's like this, I feel like I didn't really do anything. Like this didn't take a lot of effort or time. This felt really easy, so I don't feel like I really achieved anything. And I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to explain that feeling. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's odd. It's strange. And I don't know how else to really, you know? Also, have you guys seen, there's a new, okay, so you guys remember the whole thing where, they did the thing, right, where they removed Valko from Love and Deep Space, right? Actually, I'm going to change the title of this. But they removed Valko. They removed Valko, right, from, Love and Deep Space. And there's basically been an ongoing fandom fight between the people who want Valko back and the people who have decided they hate Valko even though he hasn't existed long enough for them to hate him. It's a whole thing, but there's a whole fight about it, right? And what's really weird about it is that they're essentially co-op, like the antis are co-oping MAGA terminology, specifically being like, oh, you hate, like, the Valko supporters have a psychosis, you have Valko derangement syndrome, and it's just like, what are you talking about? what are you talking about? Valco derangements? Because they're like, oh, how could you love a man, like a character you've only seen like for a couple minutes of like screen time? And it's like, I have been here. Do not quote the ancient text to me. I have been in the Love and Deep Space fandom since launch day. The people who are losing their mind over just a few minutes of video clips of Raphael and Zayne and Xavier, they were losing their mind. Their actual, like, they were losing it, actually losing it. You know what I mean? And like, it. I don't understand. I don't, like, it's like, what are you talking about? The derangement is your obsession with this character that didn't even make it into the game. And like, some of them have like points, like, it's like, oh, people are yelling at me for playing the game during a boycott, which, like, that, I mean, the game's under boycott. People are gonna not be happy with you. But that's a different, I don't know. The whole thing is crazy. The whole situation is actually insane. Actually insane. Like, people, it's so out of control, and it's only spiraling worse and worse because there is no statement from, like, they're just basically, they're not updating their social media anymore. And I don't know, there are theories as to why, but more or less what's going on is, they're not, it's crazy, right? Like, this whole thing popped off. It's been over 14 days, like, and there's like, I don't know how to summarize it. The whole thing is still unbelievable, and it doesn't help. Like, I've never seen a business handle PR this way, right? Like, just from what I usually see for companies that are in drama, there's usually a response within a week, right? They'll usually, like, it'll be the initial thing, things will blow up, and they'll give it at max a week to sort of, like, settle down, and then they'll be like, okay, we're gonna fix it. Like, something, anything. They announced Falco June 22nd. People were, like, hating on him for a week. They released more and more information, and I believe it was July 2nd, they announced that he was being canceled, and he was due to release July 9th. I want to say it might have been even sooner than that, because I remember it was before the 4th of July. I just remember, like, first of all, I've never seen a company, and apparently this is not the first time it's happened to Infold. I have never seen a company cancel an entire character ever. Like, not once. Like, I've seen them be like, okay, we're gonna make changes and moderations. I've never seen them cancel a character. Ever. Like, so the first thing is, like, what is the mentality there? What, you've had this character in development for multiple years, because they always, if you look at how they designed the game, they've always planned it for 6 boys, with the potential for additional boys down the road, right? There's always been the potential for 6. Originally, when the game first released, we thought the next boy was going to be Caleb, because he was the first, like, male character in the story who had his own model. And if characters in the story don't always get their own model, so he had his own character model, so it was like, that's sus, that's weird. And then he, like, died, quote unquote died, and it was like, wait, where is he? Originally I was excited for Caleb. He ended up not being what I expected him to be. He's a little too yandere than I was expecting him to be, so it ended up being like, oh, that's not for me, but that's a whole other story. But he, so that was the first hint, and there was always, like, a coming soon. So, like, day 1, there was a coming soon. They released Stylus, and we're like, wait, where's Caleb? Like, people were like, wait, what happened to Caleb? Who's this guy? Who's this Prince of Darkness? Love Silas. Still, like, and I like him a lot. I do. He has some really good cards, some really good designs. Not fully for me. He's a little too smug for me. A little too smug for my taste. Which I know is one of his, like, more sexy qualities, But ooh, I don't like a troll. I cannot with a troll. Not that kind of troll. I cannot with a troll. I'm the troll in the relationship. You cannot troll me. He trolls the hell out of us. So, but again, Silas comes out. Coming soon is at the bottom. We know Caleb's coming. Caleb comes out. But they responded to them in a week. With all the lashback, they responded to them in a week. Gave them, like, not even a week. They responded within 24 hours, I think, originally. And now it's just silence. It's just radio silence. And I understand partially why. It's because every time they say anything on any of them, they get ratioed to hell and back. Like, within 24 hours, like within an hour, I think the last time they made a maintenance patch, like it was just a maintenance patch, they were ratioed within like an hour of posting it. Is bad. Is this a bad situation? But now they're just being silent. Like they went from being like, oh, it's not going to happen. We're not going to do anything, blah, blah, blah. They announced that they're going to cancel him. And now they're just quiet. Deathly quiet. Will not say anything. They announced a new card in the game, upcoming maintenance game notes in the game itself. So not on any social media. Someone posted the promotional PV on their private, like their personal Twitter. They leaked it. And got nuked to hell and back. People are pissed because they're like releasing additional content in the game and not even daring to promote that content. So it's not even like they're like, oh, we're just gonna pretend business like usual, right? No, it's bad. Like if I was an investor, I would be calling them and being like, what the fudge balls are we doing here? What is this? What is happening? Because like from a marketing and PR like perspective, what is the end goal? Because this is not going to achieve that. It's just making people more pissed. Because they're like, if you're like, either you need to make a statement saying we are officially like, because here's the thing, right? They made the announcement. When you make an announcement, you kind of need a second announcement to make things absolutely finite, because usually when there's an official decision, right, and there's going to be people who are never going to let go, but for me, whenever there's a decision, there's always a follow-up to that decision on will they, won't they, right? So they made a decision, and there hasn't been a follow-up to be like, look, we're just not doing it. Here's what I would do. If they're not going to do it, I would make a very simple post, very firm, with no questionability, like, hey, we have decided for the safety, like, after the flashback, XYZ happened, because we do know that they were sent poop and funeral flowers and threats, and as much as we love Falco and love the effort and work we put into him, ultimately for the safety of our staff and the well-being of our company, we decided to not release this character. We have no plans to release this character. There's no future as we said previously, there's no future love interests. And we are still trying to figure out a plan on how we are going to move forward. If they officially are not going to do it, that's what they need to say. Because like it's crazy to me that they will confirm 3 times over for the antis that these men are straight, that these men are heterosexual, but they cannot be bothered to be like, we're not doing it or we won't doing it. And I think part of that is maybe they are trying to come to a decision. But here's the thing. One of the things they said in their last post was, we're going to try to be better about communicating. We're going to be trying to do better. This is not better. This is the opposite of better. This is infinitely worse. So I think what they need to do is at bare minimum, if they do not want to come to a decision, just be like, hey, we recognize XYZ has been going on. We recognize this has been going on. The reality is, there's so much media and so much being thrown at us that we need to take our time with this decision to figure out the best way to repair not just our image, but our relationship with our guests. And we understand that the silence can be frustrating, but we need time to come up with a new plan, figure out new strategies. Because I think the thing that is always the most difficult is being a game company. You have to how do I explain it? You have to balance being transparent and being firm. And acknowledging, like, there needs to be some acknowledgement of things that happen. There needs to be some acknowledgement. Because here's the problem. Where we are right now, by canceling this character and by keeping silent, the anti-side of the fandom, the side of the fandom that was sending them poop, right? The side of the fandom that was sending them poop now feels like they are in control and that they can bully whoever. Like, they can go after and bully whoever, and the bullying is only going to get worse. It's actually already gotten worse. Like, if you have a just an example, cosplayers on Red Note, there was a cosplayer, Taryn, I think is his name. He cosplayed Valko. Didn't post Valko doing anything, just cosplayed Valko. They mass reported his account to get it taken down. Just because he cosplayed Valko. And they're going to keep doing stuff like that because they feel emboldened by the company bending to their will. They feel that they have the strength by just being awful people online, that they can just go and get whatever they want and bully and mistreat whoever they want. And these are the same people who, when the Valko stuff was going on, one of their major complaints was that, oh my god, Silas is wearing an apron and it's out of character that he's wearing an apron, which is a ridiculous thing to complain about because you can dress these men in the most out of character outfits. Like, I have bunny ears, I have all these little, like, fun, silly little headbands for them to wear, I have silly glasses for them to wear. There's out of character complaining that a character has an apron when I can dress these men in onesie panda outfits. And you're worried about an apron? And now today, it's gotten even worse. These same bullies are now complaining. So one of the things that are frustrating, so you know how I said they are announcing new cards in the game? And these games, in Info's defense a little bit here, these games are, these cards are on a schedule, so they're probably just following a schedule. And this was on the schedule to begin with. The card has, like, they showed a preview for the card, like a still preview for the card, and it has orange in it. It has orange in it because orange is related to a sunset and it takes place during a sunset. These antis are now debating and fighting each other because Zayne can't have orange. Orange is Caleb's color. So because his color is orange, you're not allowed to have a micro tiny bit of orange, even though sunsets are orange. The light in the card cannot be orange because that's Caleb's color. Only Caleb can have orange. What the fuck are we talking about? What do you mean? Nobody cares. It's orange in the color. They can wear whatever color they want. They don't all have to wear one color. I don't even know if I'm going to get to BioShock today. Am I even going to get to BioShock today? I don't think I am, because Griff's coming home. This ended up being a just talking stream. I chatted too much. How long have I been streaming for? I think he's home early. He's home early. He's home very early. He came home early today. Wait. Ooh, I have a new feature. What is this? I can stream in vertical? Hello? What is this? Okay, hold on. Dual format streaming allows you to broadcast. Oh, I think I have to set this up in OBS later. That's fucking cool, though. I like that. I was just trying to check how long I've been streaming. I've only been streaming. Yeah, he's home early. He's usually not home until, like, closer to 7. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out later. Okay, I have the ability to dual form stream. That's cool. I'm losing my voice. Hi, Shiny! Oh no, I think I'm developing a cold. Ugh. Why? Why am I developing a cold? Oh no! Maybe, well, last time I was sick, it was a different kind of sick. That was like, I had food poisoning kind of sick. And I've been great the last few days, but this is like a in your throat kind of like sick. Maybe I've been talking too much today? I don't know. I hope I'm not like getting like laryngitis or something. Oh, Shiny, you are not going to believe this. All right. Maybe this just ends up being a yap stream. Maybe this just ends up me being a yapper, and I'll change it. I'll update the information. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube guys. Maybe this just ends up being a yap session. There are rats at my work. They're not on my floor, but the bottom floor of my work has rats. They have rats. And I need to emphasize, so the reason why, it's not because the work, like, the building is old, but people don't just, like, it's cleaner than it's ever been. Like, we have a new cleaning team. They're cleaning everything. One of our microwaves broke too. But basically because the weather has been so bad. Yeah, but basically the weather, basically the weather has been so bad. The rats are looking for like water and stuff, I guess, or to like escape the weather. Go inside. My theory is they destroyed a building near us recently. So my theory is that the rats left that building and were trying to find a new place, and our building was old and creaky, and they were like, ooh, let's move in there. Because it's not like people leave food out. Like, we're actually pretty, well, the first floor might leave some in the fridge, but still, it's in the fridge, right? It's not like there's food everywhere on the floor and it's nasty. Like, we're pretty good about cleaning it up and not leaving stuff out. So we think they're either trying to probably eat the installation, which is highly likely. So they're gonna be fumigating the bottom floor. I still have to go in. They might let us leave early, knock on wood. Knock on wood. But yeah, it's crazy. You know what? I'm gonna... It bad though. It's so bad. It's like, rats? Really? Like, we've had issues with ants. We've had lizards have been getting into the building before. Not rats. Not rats. I have to tell my coworker that. I have to tell my coworker real quick. My old coworker. Oh, I need to tell her. She's gonna lose her mind. She's gonna be like, oh my god, rats! Rats! And apparently, like, they noticed because they saw the poop downstairs. They're like, oh my god, like, they've been cleaning every day because of they're so nasty. Listen, pet rats are really cute and chunky little babies. Feral rats? Oh no. Oh no. Absolutely not. Oh, did you also see there's that new Twitch clip that thing that's like coming out? That's crazy. You saw a rat at your college? No! No! Oh my god. Months ago? The last time I saw a rat was in Boston, Massachusetts years ago. And someone had left, like, they'd put out the trash for it to be taken away. And it hopped out of, and I was walking to a hotel in the middle of the night by myself, and it jumped off the trash pile and ran into an alley, and I was like, that's gross, that's nasty. And that's why a lot of cities like have it. It's because there's just so much trash and people don't put the trash into containers. It was a small room. Full power! Is it gonna do it? Did it do it? Hello? Well, I'm gonna do it because I don't know if it's gonna do it. So I'm doing it. Sparkles! God, being trapped in the room with a rat. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I could not. I could not for the life of me. Like, oh, because that's the thing, is that they bite. Like, they're mean. They're mean little. They're mean. They are creatures of ouch. They'll bite. They'll bite the crap out of you too. Like, not just like a little bit. You should see the rats in Elden Ring. That's how I see rats. Is it like the rodents of unusual size in The Princess Bride? Because that's, when I think of like rats as like a monster in a game, that's how I... Oh my god. You know, I think I'm gonna have to end stream because it, like, I don't know what's going on. It's like my throat feels like just weirdly sore. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I don't know what's going on. And it's just like, I feel cold and gross. And I didn't feel gross earlier. Like, I felt perfectly fine earlier. And it's not like I've streamed it all this week. I just feel gross. Ugh. Ugh. Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just feel nasty, and I feel bad that I'm not, like, performing my best. Because this is my only, like, real stream we didn't get to do. Man. I can tell when a sore throat is coming, then I start remembering my life before the sore throat. Right? Like, when you're sick, you're just like, oh, I remember what it was like to not be sick. I remember what it was like for me to, like, just feel normal and fine and not hate myself. Do you guys remember that? I remember that. It was a great time. So then I start drinking DayQuil. That's probably what I should do. I should probably go have some DayQuil, because, like, ugh. I wonder if it's because of the restaurant I ate at. I wasn't very happy with my food. Listen, I have not been very happy going to restaurants lately. I don't know what it is, but restaurant food has been, like, icky. Like, it must be because it made me sick, but, like, it's just not. The time before it made me sick, my boss took us out for lunch today. And they didn't put, like, I got, like, a turkey sandwich, but they didn't put, like, nearly enough sauce on it. But I guess I can't complain too much because it's, like, a cult sandwich shop. We have one of the, like, it's not a famous cult, but there's a cult building near us where they have, like, a bunch of businesses that the cult owns in there, and one of them's, like, a restaurant. And, I feel like they never put enough sauce on sandwiches. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I think they do breakfast a lot better, but, like, their lunch is kind of like, yeah, I guess. There's other places I'd rather go, but the problem is they take more time to go to. And they tend to be a lot more busy during lunch hours. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to send you guys to make the sets here. They're doing art fight. Do you cook food? I do not. That is my husband's job. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I don't cook. I can cook for myself, right? I can cook for myself, right? If I need to feed myself, I can feed myself like an adult. But one time, the problem is I'm very impatient and easily distractible. If it's in a pan that I can put in the oven and bake, that's my perfect dish. Or if it's like you do the chopping and stuff and it's ready to go, I'm good with that. Those are my two big things. My husband, if it's cooking on the stove, my husband is better. And the reason why is, again, I have ADHD, so I get very easily distracted. Very easily distracted. One time, his mom and his sister came to visit us. They stayed with us for like a couple days. And one of the nights my husband had to work. So we were like, we'll do grilled cheeses. And so I'm like heating up the grilled cheese. And the pan got too hot too quick, and I wasn't paying attention because it was taking a while, because it was the first sandwich, so it was taking a while to like heat up and actually start cooking. And I burnt the first one so bad that they say that it basically, the pan looks like it got hit by a nuclear bomb. Because it's just like you know how when people get hit by a nuclear bomb, their image is like forever stained onto the building behind them, like you could see the outline of where they were standing. That's what it looks like. It looks like an atomic bomb went off, and you can just, the outline of the pan is, the piece of bread is forever encapsulated in the pan. Yep. One time we tried to turn on the grill and the propane got on fire. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I don't cook. I don't cook like that. If it's something that I can put together and put in the oven, or if it's something that I can just cut up and serve, I can do it. Anything else, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. I've seen fires worse though. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys, send you guys over to Mink the Satyr. Mink the Satyr. I always want to call her the Satyr. I don't know why, but it's Mink the Satyr. They're doing art stuff for Art Fight, so we're gonna go say hi to them. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm sorry that I'm not feeling well and I'm feeling like a little bit sick. I'm so sorry. But I appreciate you guys being here regardless. And I hope you guys have a good night. Goodbye.